Last week, we covered the intricacies of the dark web. Now, though the dark web is actually a small component of the deep web, the two are not to be confused. The deep web refers to all of the internet that is not easily accessible or indexed by search engines. But unlike the dark web, it does not require a special browser to access it. Have you ever logged into your bank account online or entered your password to access a movie on Netflix? Congratulations, you've accessed the deep web. The deep web is simply non-public content that can be accessed with a regular browser like Chrome, Microsoft Edge, or Safari, but that access is restricted based on permissions in order to keep out non-paying or unauthorized users. So unlike the dark web, the deep web as a whole is generally legal and safe, accounting for about 90% of all websites. Now, as you can imagine, the deep web has a broad spectrum of users who utilize it, including everyday internet users checking their emails or logging into social media, businesses and organizations accessing internal systems or CRM tools, researchers and students reviewing academic journals or library resources, and yes, even hackers and cybercriminals utilize the deep web, but their use is for a much different purpose. The deep web encompasses systems and content intentionally shielded from public view, but still vulnerable to exploitation since it houses many of the assets that cybercriminals aim to access, like corporate databases and private networks. Some techniques used to gain such access include phishing techniques. Now, cybercriminals trick users into revealing credentials, which can then be used to grant unauthorized access to systems within the deep web where valuable data is stored. Malware distribution. Attackers spread malicious links enabling malware to compromise sensitive information or facilitate further access to such private environments. Once the desired access or information is obtained, such as personal credentials, financial records, or business data, it's often then traded or sold on the dark web, as discussed in our previous video. Although the deep web appears to offer users secure private interactions online, it's important to understand that there are many risks to navigate. Now, some tips to better protect yourself include employing complex and unique passwords or a password manager to reduce risk exposure across multiple platforms, avoiding links from unknown or unexpected sources. Those could lead to phishing sites or malware downloads. Regularly reviewing account activity and enabling alerts for unusual login attempts or transactions to catch potential breaches early. Utilizing multi-factor authentication whenever available as a second layer of protection. So, as you can see, not everything is black and white when it comes to the World Wide Web. Sometimes things can be a little gray. Take the gray web for an example, which we will be discussing in our next video, so stay tuned.